If you've been waiting for the perfect time to start your dream business, it's right now. Do it. Incorporate your business or form an LLC at LegalZoom.com starting at just $99. And if you have a family, guess what? You got to make sure they're protected. You can protect your family and your assets with LegalZoom Will for just $69. That way you don't have a bunch of derelicts sitting around a lawyer's table saying, I thought I was getting the plasma TV. Nah, it says right here on LegalZoom Will who gets what. In the past 12 years, over 2 million Americans have used LegalZoom for LLCs, wills, trusts, trademarks, and more. Hell, Finesse Mitchell was on this podcast. He said he used LegalZoom for his divorce, and it was awesome. Check the game tape. That's what he said. They've saved hundreds and thousands of dollars for people. They want to help you save money, too. LegalZoom's online process guides you step by step, and you get total customer support. It couldn't be any easier. They even have attorney help if you need it through their legal plans. That's available in most states. Start your business and protect your family today at LegalZoom.com. You also get a special discount from your listening to this podcast. Make sure you enter MOHR in the referral box at checkout for more savings. LegalZoom.com is not a law firm. You can get self-help services at your specific direction, or you can speak with a legal plan attorney to get your questions answered and get ongoing advice. LegalZoom.com, enter more.
Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads.
How the fuck you gonna know how to be great if you don't study greatness? Look at the game tape.
Donuts.
If you want a battle, it's either that you will or you won't.
You know, you're not a bad-looking man, Mr. Gals.
But you are, Blanche. You are in that chair.
There's something wrong with us. Something very, very wrong with us.
Koechner is back by popular demand, and this is exciting because you and I can actually share to the world that we've been working on these Mr. Tibbins movies.
We have. They're fun, folks.
They call me Mr. Tibbins.
Mr. Tibbins. We just need the funding, so let's start a Kickstarter, right? Those are so popular now.
Kickstarter, yeah, it is. Kickstarter is like the. It is amazing on your Twitter page how many people ask you for money for Kickstarter stuff.
I don't know. Do people get money back?
Retweet this. My wife's a nurse and she broke her foot. It's like, no, dude, this is not the way to go about it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's like an Amber Alert.
Yes.
Then I retweet the hell out of that. Right. So Gerald, we got him as a camp. We really just bunkered ourselves. Mm-hmm. And we got him as a camp counselor. Mm-hmm. Where I'm trying to win the love of my son back.
Right.
These are all untitled.
It's a touching movie.
And touchy. Gerald thinks that I'm getting touchy in the boathouse that time.
Right, in the boathouse. All right, I had to come down here and investigate. I'm deathly afraid of water. But I came anyway. Lights on. Clap, clap. See, that's how the scene begins, folks.
I love, for some reason, you and I got hysterical when we were writing this movie, that for some reason, Gerald just keeps calling me Mr. Peepers. And we never, it started because when you were on the podcast last time, I get arrested for like peeing in a school zone.
Oh, nice.
So I'm a sexual, I have
Predator.
to register. And you were like, no, you can't send that. That's no way to do it. And then we just kept that dialogue in. Oh, if it isn't Mr. Peepers.
Yeah, we've thought that what we really need to do to finish the movie is just do more podcasts. And it pretty much writes itself.
All we need is money. We need somebody to go, we'll give you $8 million to do Gerald and JJ on the road. And then the road one when we got to find the deed to the farm.
Yep, because we're related. Cousins.
You come into my Chicago law office.
High-powered firm.
I'm your long law. I can't do Gerald justice.
Well. Look who it is, cuz. Yeah.
I'm in the middle of a merger.
You're in the middle of a merger. A union, more like it, of friendships that have been begotten. Once begotten, besotted, what have yous, besmirched, beguiled,
and
beguiling.
And bewildered.
And bewildering.
That's wonderful. I like when he goes, "Swonderful."
Swonderful.
And we have not been able to figure out a place to put Colin Quinn in the car going, look at this guy. What is he saying?
What a dream that would be, just to hang out with Colin Quinn every day.
It is good. You know what's great about Colin is he's abnormally smart, about
Yes.
many things. So if you just talk about like, the Hessians, he'll go,
The thing with the Hessian army is they didn't wear underwear, and it got very cold on them quickly because there was no undergarments. That's the thing.
He knows specific battle details. They're mercenaries, the Hessians, weren't they, Colin?
yeah, they chose the wrong side. And then they tried to flip-flop. Italy, like in World War II, was like, yeah, USA. And then they got Hitler breathing down their neck. They're like, look, we got to go with it. We got to go with the hot hand.
Yeah, they're closer.
We got to go with the hot hand.
They're
US.
already throwing rocks, and
Let
they're
me get
hitting.
let me get this straight. You're going to command all of your 18-year-olds to learn how to fight in 6 weeks and come over here and kick 14 countries' asses? I'm going to stick with this Hitler guy.
No shit.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Bad
What would
news
Gerald do if he was a general telling the troops right before they land in Normandy?
All right, guys, keep your heads low and your skirts tucked. I love just to keep throwing different scenarios. What would Gerald do?
Well, that's what people want. People
Yeah.
are obsessed with Gerald Tibbins.
That's nice. I hope so. I just posted a Gerald thing on my YouTube page, so go check it out. It's called Gold Watch. Enjoy. Hope it stays up.
Is it Dave Koechner's YouTube? I don't know how that works.
Yeah,
Honestly, I don't.
I just started doing this thing with Official Comedy. It's called, my page is just go YouTube / David Koechner, and you'll get my YouTube channel, if you will.
I don't know what a backslash.
Subscribe.
Is that just a slash?
Yep. It's
How
just
we
the
kn-
thing. I know.
A slash.
Yep. They call it backslash.
This one is a slash.
Yep. That's the one.
So just slash.
It's the one on your. What else is it?
Question
It's
mark.
Question mark.
It's a question mark button
Yeah.
on the QWERTY keyboard.
QWERTY?
QWERTY. QWERTY.
Oh, right.
ASDFJKL semi.
Semicolon.
Handle it, money. I wanted to talk to you real quick about bands talking on stage. It's been something in my act that's been making me a little nuts.
All right.
And my wife today had a Neil Diamond t-shirt on.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Neil Diamond in concert?
No, I've not.
Okay. Neil Diamond, Staples Center,
Mm-hmm.
said, I did a movie called The Jazz Singer. And everybody goes crazy, right? This actually happened.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And he goes, one of the great things I'm asked... It sounds like Will Ferrell doing Robert Goulet on Conan. I've been doing a lot of driving, Johnny. He goes, one of the great things about doing a major motion picture is having to write new songs. I'd like to share... This is what he said. I'd like to share with you some of these new songs. Love on the Rocks.
Oh, my gosh.
1982, dude.
Wow.
That's his new stuff.
So that's how he's not changed his intro dialogue since 1982.
I was
Love
there.
on the Rocks.
Ain't no surprise.
How many-
2012.
How many hits are off that album?
A lot. If I could figure out how to work We're at work now. We're at J. Moore Sports offices. You're impressed.
I'm very impressed, folks. There's a view
Of a courtyard.
Is it of a courtyard? So it's not quite a corner office, but I can see the corner office from here of another building. It's very nice. It overlooks. It's actually a stunning vista. It overlooks the valley floor. I think those are the San Gabriel Mountains over there. Jay, do you know that?
Those are the those
San
are
Gabriel's?
the Santa Monica Mountains are
To our
behind
right,
us. Now
as
there's
we
a lovely.
stand.
Now here's Ventura Boulevard right here. Look at this guy in the minivan. What's
All
he
right.
doing? How about we pull these up?
You've got some.
This
you've
is
got some.
riveting radio.
You've got some people watching to do.
Look at the buses.
All right.
An ad for 1600 Pen on the bus.
I'm not on that. Are you?
I am not on that.
So are we interested in 60? I haven't seen it yet.
I'm interested in seeing how, if it failed. Whenever the new shows come out, you really just care who's going to fail the
Right.
hardest, the quickest.
But also, I root for all comedies, no matter what. Right? Root for all comedies.
Do you really?
Yeah, of course. What?
Way to go.
Guess what?
Way to go, Koechner.
His shades either the shades don't work, or Jay Moore doesn't know how to make them
Or
work.
they don't want me looking out the window
Here it is.
daydreaming when
I
there's a
see.
damn podcast to be done.
It's the thing up there that's broken.
Yeah, they don't want me looking out
anyway,
the window.
folks, beautiful vista. It's a gorgeous day here in Los Angeles, in the San Fernando Valley. I like that we are Jay gets to spend some valley time out here.
Special guest star recorder Ernie today.
Ernie, literally on his knees, folks.
Matty Boy at the doctor, a little sinusitis. Angie is working on a movie, and now we got Ernie, who seems to be doing a bang-up job. I'm looking at the levels. It looks good.
All I'm hearing is if you get near J Moore Sports, it's like Midas touch, gold.
It is pretty golden. What was the last band you saw live?
Last band I saw live, I was in New Orleans in December. I'm so sad I can't remember the band. They just won a Grammy, All Horns. I regret this. I can't remember the name of the band. I may have been a couple sheets deep.
That's going to be the name of my next comedy album, All Horns.
All Horns.
All Horns.
But they were fantastic. I believe that's the last band I saw live.
Wait, they weren't all horns. There had to be a guy like on a different instrument. It wasn't all brass.
You're right. I can't remember.
And you don't know who it was?
I don't, because we'd gone to dinner, and then we'd had a lot of drinks, and then they took us out for this Bud Light thing I'm doing. And
how about he glazes over the fact that he's sponsored by Bud Lighter, and you like that? This Bud Light thing I'm doing.
Bud Light, what am I bid? What am I bid?
Boom.
And we're going to be talking about that next week anyway, because you can't come down to Narlands.
No, I can't.
Which would have been not very much fun.
Well, it would have been great.
I know.
You and I hanging out with. Oh, you were being sarcastic.
Yeah, I'm being sarcastic. I can't wait till you and I, one of these nights, are going to do some stuff on stage together.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. I can open for you.
I think it's a co-headline gig. If you're going to do that guy...
We can call it co-headline, but you're going to headline. You're an amazing comic, and I mean this. I'm not just saying this, but I really, really like you a lot, personally, and I think you're a fantastic stand-up. You're one of the funniest guys, which I love it. I love it.
You make me laugh, and I love that you have more children than your average Mormon.
Mm-hmm.
You
Probably
apparently have the seed to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
Your poor wife has been pregnant for 20 damn years.
Well, I've told this story before, but I think I've told you how we had our kids. My wife lost her uterus when my son was born, first son. So then she still had her ovaries. Yeah. If you could see the reaction, we should tape Jay Mohr.
Did you do a surrogacy?
Yeah.
That's great.
She still had her eggs.
Right.
I still had I don't know if I can say cum. That's the clinical term for it.
You can say sperm.
Sperm.
You can say whatever you want, but I don't think at the doctor office they go, if we just had more cum.
No, I think they did.
I think they say
when I went to go
semen samples, swimmers.
Boy, I think they said cum. I'm pretty sure that's the clinical
put it in
term.
the cup.
Put it right in the cup. Here's the funny thing. So you go in there, same day that they're pulling my wife's eggs, and I'm there and they're pulling my thing, my cum maker.
You're pulling your egg. You're pulling your eggs.
I'm pulling my huevos, my cum maker. Go into a room.
Beating his dick. Hey, Gabe,
Come on.
put that in your fucking cup, you animal.
What were you doing?
Cum dumpster.
I go to the room.
How about now I'm going to have a meeting with HR because the walls are thin. We're not in the garage. I'm in an office building yelling.
Your neighbors aren't hearing the awful.
I got a goddamn program director. A program director next door named Amanda, and I'm going, you fucking big-titted animal. I got Dave Koechner pulling his dick into a NyQuil cup, honey.
It was a little bit larger than a NyQuil. Go in there. I bought some magazines, and it's one of those things like rare times you're like, yeah, I'm going to go shopping for some porn, hon. And she's cool with it because...
But they didn't provide porn for you.
They did.
Yeah,
and
when I went...
You've done it.
Yeah, because I got like 4 sperm and they're bumping into each other.
Whatever.
Conical heads, indented heads. Their tails are tied together. They're just idiots.
They're just, they're like
it's a
tripping.
miracle my
They're
sons
clumsy.
are intelligent. Because my sperm are morons.
Right? Well, only the good ones got through.
That's right. Well, that's the, Brave New World. They go, that one.
That one. Did they provide you with a magazine or a video?
It was all movies. The girl actually said, and to make it easier for you, there's some DVDs in the closet and there's a DVD player.
Wow.
What amazed me is that if there was 8 DVDs, 4 of them were gay.
Really?
And I'm Assassins.
Wow, that's interesting.
That was 2. Assassins 2.
Wow.
To clear up all those questions that were unanswered in the original Assassins.
Well, of course.
And neither
the plot was like, wait a minute, what happened next?
Neither of which, really one of those scenarios of not as good as the book.
Which you co-authored.
I have a feeling that was next on your lips.
Yes. No, I wasn't. I'm not as sharp as you. Anyway, all I had was a magazine, and the magazine was like 6 years old, but I'd already previewed all my magazines, and because you don't have any relations a couple days before the thing.
Gotta know what's on the next page when you're flipping. You don't want to come to a Camel ad.
And go.
Joe Camel.
I ended up using the magazine they provided.
What was it called?
I think it was a Penthouse.
It was called All Horns.
All Horns.
No.
He's a good listener. No. Hey, Horns, no. Bulls, no. Hey, Unicorn.
Hustler?
No. It was a Penthouse. Anyway, and then here's the weird thing. Now you've got this, your cup of comes, and you had to hand it to a woman on the other side of his door, who I secretly hoped was watching the whole time, which increased my volume.
Really?
That's what I say. Come on, I'm just kidding.
It's just jokes.
It's just jokes, folks.
My wife had a great thing. One of those things where you're like, why is she cock blocking me? This is my one, because I'm not a porn guy. You're not a porn guy.
Right.
It's just we have wives that put out. So we do that instead.
Yeah.
So my wife, she knew about the DVDs, and she said, "Look, I don't want to make a baby knowing that some lady was had a gaping." You can get self-help services at your specific direction, or you can speak with a legal plan attorney to get your questions answered and get ongoing advice. LegalZoom.com, enter Mohr.
Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads.
How the fuck you gonna know how to be great if you don't study greatness? Look at the game tape.
Donuts.
If you want a battle, it's either that you will or you won't.
You know, you're not a bad-looking man, Mr. Gals.
But you are, Blanche. You are in that chair.
There's something wrong with us. Something very, very wrong with us.
Plasma TV. Says right here on LegalZoom, Will, who gets what? In the past 12 years, over 2 million Americans have used LegalZoom for LLCs, wills, trusts, trademarks, and more. Hell, Finesse Mitchell was on this podcast. He said he used LegalZoom for his divorce, and it was awesome. Check the game tape. That's what he said. They've saved hundreds and thousands of dollars for people. They want to help you save money, too. LegalZoom's online process guides you step by. If you've been waiting for the perfect time to start your dream business, it's right now. Do it. Incorporate your business or form an LLC at LegalZoom.com starting at just $99. And if you have a family, guess what? You got to make sure they're protected. You can protect your family and your assets with LegalZoom Will for just $69. That way you don't have a bunch of derelicts sitting around a lawyer's table saying, I thought I was getting the step, and you get total customer support. It couldn't be any easier. They even have attorney help if you need it through their legal plans. That's available in most states. Start your business and protect your family today at LegalZoom.com. You also get a special discount from your listening to this podcast. Make sure you enter MOHR in the referral box at checkout for more savings. LegalZoom.com is not a law firm.